Hey Truth Lovers, this is Joe Harper with Reformed Truther Ministries. In today's video, we're going to be talking about DARPA. Now, many of you may never have heard of DARPA, and DARPA is an acronym that refers to the Defense Advanced Research and Projects Agency, one of those secretive government agencies whose letters of its acronym is quite a mouthful. But what many people do not know about DARPA is that it is in fact one of the most powerful government agencies in existence, and they have been given an extreme amount of priority in resources and power because the projects that they work on are some of the most important and productive and beneficial for the interest of the United States government. Now, DARPA was founded in the 1950s, and it was founded in 1958 under the Eisenhower administration to counter the perceived threat of the advancement of Soviet technology, and in particular Soviet rocket technology and space technology. And therefore the Eisenhower administration founded DARPA, which at that time was simply the Advanced Research Projects Agency, and they were founded for the purpose of conducting highly secretive and important projects for the purposes of the United States government. And throughout the many decades of DARPA's existence, they have made many strides in technological advancement. They have worked on many projects that have produced many technologies that have been widely accepted in greater society today. Their work was essentially what invented the precursor to what we now know as the internet. And much of the technology that's been developed for worldwide advanced communication systems, global communication systems, have really come from the research and projects that they have worked on. They have also been instrumental in developing stealth aircraft technology. Much of the technology that has been produced for our high-end stealth bombers that have been used in conflicts all across the world really goes back to the work of DARPA. Now, some people, upon hearing these great inventions that have come from the research of DARPA, may think that they are, although a secretive organization, one that is productive and beneficial for the interests of American society. But there is a darker side to DARPA. There's a more secretive side of DARPA, a side that many people do not know about. And for example, there have been many speculations and rumors that DARPA has been working on technology related to mind control, that there have been various attempts to develop what would be called mind control technology. But perhaps the most famous example of a secretive, dark government project that has been connected to DARPA would be the rumors that DARPA has been reverse engineering UFO or alien craft. Now, it is, for those who have gone on the deep dive down the rabbit hole of researching the UFO phenomenon, it will be no secret that the United States government has recovered craft. The most famous incident of an alien craft crashing and being recovered by the United States government would be the incident in 1947 in the deserts of New Mexico, the Roswell crash. But since that time, there have been numerous other, quote, flying saucers or alien crafts recovered by the United States government. And the U.S. government has had an interest in understanding and developing the technologies found within these craft, because these craft, as has been seen time and time again by UFO experiencers, that they have highly advanced technologies of movement, propulsion, and they have lift, or what would be called anti-gravity technology, that they are able to use. As a result of this, the United States government has funneled its resources into taking what they have found from these extraterrestrial craft and developing them into aircraft that they can use for their own purposes. Therefore, DARPA has been instrumental in taking these craft and reverse engineering them and developing their own form of aircraft that can be used. It is not well known that the United States government have developed their own, quote, UFOs, such as the infamous triangular UFOs that have been spotted time and time again in the skies across the United States, although their existence is denied vehemently by the United States government. These triangular UFOs are called this due to their triangular shape and their strange and unique propulsion technologies that they exhibit. The model number for these triangular UFOs is the TR-3B, and the TR-3B is not an extraterrestrial craft. It does not come from any, quote, aliens, unquote, but it is a human craft that has been developed in secret by DARPA and by the Defense Department and by the United States government. Now, some people would take this idea of the government having knowledge of aliens, possessing alien crafts, and reversing that technology for their own purposes to be nothing more than overly speculative and paranoid conspiracy theories. But it must be understood that there is a great deal of evidence that has been brought forward to corroborate this theory. It is a very interesting fact that the very famous UFO researcher Jacques Vallée has had well-known ties to DARPA and to the Defense Department. In addition, it would not be a surprise that DARPA would be working to develop alien craft and reverse engineer them due to the fact that we already know, it is no secret, that they have been developing advanced aircraft technology such as the stealth aircraft technology that they have developed for the use for our stealth bombers. Therefore, these facts seem to corroborate the fact that it would be no surprise that they are in fact reverse engineering these craft. Now, what would the implications of this be? It would corroborate the theories of the UFO community that the U.S. government is in possession of not only alien crafts, but would have knowledge of the aliens themselves. And it must be understood that there is deception in regards to these, quote, extraterrestrials. The U.S. government and the world at large is beginning a slow rollout of progressive disclosure, but they are doing it on their own terms. But when one understands the, quote, UFO phenomenon from the biblical paradigm, they understand that these, quote, aliens are not extraterrestrials from other worlds, but they are demonic spirits that have been given bodies, these biological meat suits, and that this is a deception from the dark side and from the enemy. But even though that there is deception related to the UFO phenomenon, it does not make it any less real. And it doesn't make it fact that these craft and these beings are real and they are having effects on our world. Therefore, having knowledge of the secret projects of DARPA, as well as other secretive government agencies such as Majestic 12, are instrumental and crucial for those who are hoping to understand the, quote, UFO and, quote, alien phenomena, especially those studying it from a biblical perspective. This is Joe Harper with Reformed Truther Ministries. God bless. If you enjoyed this video, then check out our website at www.reformedtruther.com.